Hello and welcome to part 47. First key number exceeds value of its half by 99. $66 is 100. Incorrect. I'm gonna cheat. It's not 89, really? I'll keep going. Let's save here. I really want to get into this room. That's literally my last guess. Twice first key number exceeds value of its half by 66. It's 132. Yeah. This is the part this is why I was screwing it up. Actually, it's 66. Now that I do the math in my head. 132 is 99 over half of 60. 6 was 33. 132 minus 33. Yeah. I just didn't compute this. I didn't compute these together. I assumed that double exceeded its own total. It's a different mathematical equation altogether. We're saying second key's digit increases value by 1/5. By 20%. 20%. Yeah, I think it's 4. Yep. Third key differs from the reverse of its digits by twice the product of its digits. Third key differs from the reverse of its digits. I'm really confused by that one. It differs from the reverse of its digits by... So 99 and 59. That difference is 36. So that can't be it. 4 times 8 is 32, and 84 and 48. 36 different? 39 and 93. Would be 58. I think. 93 minus 39. This is right in my head. 52. No, it's actually 39. Correct. Let me in. Yeah, you have to read those problems several times. They're your word problems. Skill too low. Give me a break. Nice.
Something you need of me?
Yes.
Security spike tunneler. Ooh, that worked. I get a silver and a red saber crystal. I think I lost my spike tunneler, unfortunately. Yeah, 30 security won't open it. What the frick will?
The defense of Isis requires my full attention. Later.
Yeah, we'll avoid that room. Will we? No door. Good stuff here.
So, you're the Jedi, eh? Well, the comm chatter we've intercepted is filled with reports about you. You fought right through their flank on the Skyrack? We desperately need someone like you.
Who are you?
I'm Queen Talia's Captain of the Guard. You can call me Captain Kadron. We've got little time for more than introductions. We've managed to hold this part of the palace, but Vaklu's forces control the rest. We need to get to the Queen before that flaming Drexel breaks through the inner door. There are 2 security consoles in the palace. The primary security console is on the other side of the palace. There's an expert slicer over there who's been hampering our every move. We need to transfer all primary functions to our terminal here, then disable the primary security console. That will also take their slicer out of the picture. After that, we'll control security again, and can get to General Vaklu before he gets to the Queen.
Anything that can help me out?
Feel free to take anything from the armory lockers in the next room, if you haven't already. This is no time for niceties. The other security room is the furthest room down the South Hall. You're probably going to have to fight a legion of Vaklu's troops and the flaming Sith, but from what I've seen, you're up to it. Talk to the corporal. He can take you quickly to the palace entrance when you're ready to go to the South Hall. May the Force be with you.
Yep, there he is. Okay. So now... Yep, we need to get over there. So... Yeah, just what I thought.
I have been poisoned.
I am listening.
I hear you.
Security clearance. Clearance revoked. Nice try, Jedi. Yeah, I accidentally made Krea's lightsaber light side. So I need to fix that, but there's no workbench in here to do that.
Gather our forces. Make sure the defenses are set. Colonel Tobin says the Jedi is coming our way. Take your beasts and attack her. We need more time to prepare. I'm going to the control room. Perhaps the captain can be persuaded to cooperate.
Let us end this.
Together now!
Thanks, Krea. Okay.
I don't have time for your resistance, Captain Riken. We need the override code for the palace shields.
And I told you that I don't know. You scanned my ID, you know my post is the merchant quarter.
I'm sure that's what you'd like me to believe. I have been authorized to use any means at my...
Captain, the Jedi is coming. Well, damn luck, she's in the security complex right now.
Blast. Defend the security room with your lives. The Jedi could ruin everything.
I have one last surprise. I doubt it's enough.
Let us end this.
Ah, the Jedi rise. I'm cutting on the vaunted Jedi compassion and regard for all life forms. I was hired by General Vlaklu to do a job. I meant no malice. Just a misunderstanding, really. You seem to have enjoyed your job. I take pride in my skill, and your constant avoiding of my plans caused some measure of distress. But I can now see the error of my way. I should go right now and contemplate the depth of my mistake. I don't believe a word you said. I perhaps embellished a little bit, but this is true. I am done working for Vlaklu. I just want to survive. I can tell you aren't lying about that. Of course not. It's obvious to me at least that General Vlaklu is not going to win today. So survival is my first concern. I sense that causing any more complications would be counterproductive to that goal. Help me clear Dagon. Incidentally, perhaps, I just answered a heavily armed Jedi truthfully. I later helped the same heavily armed Jedi with a quick task. Got payment. I may have helped, but I saw it as a most prudent course. Less interested in politics than whatever can give me more material advantages. I need access to the console. I believe I'm still connected. You can do what you like with the console. I am done. I'll wait here for your troops to come. I will put up no resistance. Stay here. Soldiers will come to deal with you soon. Wait here. I am not a criminal. I should be fine, right?
You again? Seems you made a habit out of cleaning up our messes. Don't suppose you could help a fellow out here? If you've ever been in one of these, you know they aren't too comfortable.
Did you tell them anything?
I really didn't have much to tell them. They wanted the override codes, only Captain Cadron has those. I don't want to sound too repetitious, but about this force cage.
How'd I get you out of there?
The primary security console for the Royal Palace is just over there. It controls the force cage. I think that slicer is still logged in, so you should have full access to everything. If you could hurry, it's been a long day.
Just leave. That's what I will do.
Thank you. Now that you've got me out, you need to get the primary security console's override code, then lock the terminal down. Once you've got that code, if you can get to the secondary security station, you'll control the entire palace's security systems.
Already done.
You have? You don't waste a minute. Captain Kadron will open the doors to Vaklu and Tobin any moment then. Let's head to the throne room right away.
Alright. Frickin' game. Didn't tell me it'd be quick loading. Did that once and followed guys in here, and this time it just happens to be these guys seem to be loyal. Oh, we can't get in there. Okay. That is fine. Alright. If the doors weren't open by that command, they never will be. So let's go deal with Vaklu. What you got to say, Rickon?
We need to hurry to save the Queen.
Sure.
Will you just die already? You will go no further than this.
Not today,
Too
Tobin.
late. Our pet beast is about to breach the force field to the throne room. The Queen will be dead in moments.
So will you.
Watch out! I've lost control of the beast! Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The Queen must die. Oh, blast it all!
You have left me an opening!
Use battle meditation. Yes. Oh, he just dies, huh? A quick save. Yeah, I gotta clean this whole area out.
The defense of Isis requires my full attention. Later.
Alright.
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now
You've lost Vaklu.
forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny, one larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Damn you! Your skill with the blade won't save you from my men. Goodbye, Talia. Fire!
Did I miss anything? You must be General Vaklu.
What? The Jedi lives? But how?
You'll find them full of surprises.
Kill her and the Queen Men, quickly. They must not be allowed to live. You've won this battle, Talia. But your reign won't be an easy one. The Republic is a sinking ship, and you're too attached to it.
He's too dangerous to leave alive. As distasteful as it is, it might be best to silence him forever. Until he's dead, all of Onderon is in peril.
I respect your counsel, Kreia. The decision is the Queen's, not mine.
So what will it be, Your Majesty? Send me to your best detention cell. I will be free within the week, and vengeance will be mine.
Are you so sure of my decision, Vaklu? I appreciate the Jedi's counsel, but as monarch, I decree you are guilty of treason. The punishment is death, to be carried out immediately. Captain Cadron?
Talia, you can't. You're too weak. What about my trial?
He's right, Your Majesty. What sort of moral authority will you have if you do this?
But he will rise again. He has too many supporters. I do appreciate your counsel, but he must be killed.
kill him, you make him a martyr. Use the time you have to strengthen your hold with the city. Try to undo his lies and propaganda. But killing him is just wrong.
But the price if you are wrong. I thought I could order this, but I can't. It would be breaking our laws. You will stand trial, Vaklu. Take him away. What is done is done. I don't think the service you have given us can ever be repaid. I must go with Captain Cadron. The fighting must be stopped. I will be back shortly to try and repay you. The crisis is over thanks to you and Master Kavar. I believe he'd like to speak to you, if you'll excuse me.
Killing him, like, arguably could be worse, and that he would gain martyr status.
The wound is not a mortal one, though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers. There is a shred of life within you still. A gift from your master, no doubt. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This war is far from over.
Oh yeah.
The Queen has requested you stay here until she gets back. I imagine you'll get some sort of reward. Talk with Master Kavar. She shouldn't take too long.
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm not convinced it doesn't have a sense of humor. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time.
You were looking for me?
I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know about this threat that's striking at the Jedi. It's attacking us through the Force. Varuk didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dantooine, if only to help the settlers there, and perhaps protect what was left of the Jedi Enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all drop out of sight, I thought might make the enemy more bold. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us.
Why'd you choose these places to hide?
They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make peace with what happened there during the war. But now the Sith have revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi will gather on Dantooine. From there, we can counterattack.
Why not tell us?
Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I heard they're trying to rebuild.
Atris intends to rebuild the Jedi Order on Telos.
Atris? I thought Atris had gone to KOTOR. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to gather. We cannot remain concealed any longer. We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on KOTOR to decide what must be done. Before the meeting could even begin, all the Jedi on the planet were killed, along with the Miralukas and all other life on the planet. Their deaths could be felt throughout the galaxy. So the Council decided that we must not present ourselves as a target again. The consequences to others was just too great. That we should use our resources to find who was responsible and deal with them. I think you're the only one who's made progress.
Alright, just a second. I have questions.
The difficulties you surmounted to get here. You must have many questions. You deserve answers.
Yeah, basically all the stuff from the other Jedi, but,
I know that all too well. I came here to find them, to trace them to their source. The war on Duxon and Onderon. I had thought that perhaps the tragedies that occurred here were concealing them.
You succeed?
You've had more success than I. General Vaklu's men and their allies effectively kept me pinned inside the palace. I felt all along that Vaklu had contacted the Sith, but the identity and purpose of the Sith, I can't say. The Jedi Order has been fighting the dark side since the beginning. Our rules and the Jedi Code provide protection from what's inside each of us. The dark side is always there, and it is something that can never truly be defeated. I feel our current troubles, though, are beyond what we faced before. This threat that is targeting us, drawing us out, it's not a battle we're used to, and it has ended many of us. You've had more success than I. General Vaklu's men and their allies effectively... I felt all along that Vaklu had... They wanted to aid General Vaklu in breaking away from the Republic. If Onderon became independent, this place would be an excellent staging ground for them. But I fear it was more than that. That the consequences of Onderon's fall would have greater implications for the galaxy. Whatever... It's a long story, but there's a reason the Jedi have scattered across the galaxy. We've come to worlds such as this one. Worlds touched by war, or great tragedies, can be felt within the Force, strongly. We thought that by traveling to such worlds, and they were places we... Whatever I...
Where are the Jedi?
Searching for you. Going to places where they thought they might cross your path. You were our last hope.
I didn't get that impression from Rook.
I think we all know that Vrook isn't easily swayed from his convictions, and his views on anyone who went to the Mandalorian Wars are low. Yes, at least that's what I asked them to do. I believe you are the key to this whole war. When you stood before us in the council chamber on Coruscant, we felt something from you we'd never felt before. It was as if the Force had died within you, leaving you hollow. We had suspicions as to why this was, but nothing definite. But rather than try to understand, we sent you away. I think because at some level there was fear. We live our whole lives in touch with the Force, in touch with life all around us, and you had a gift in that regard. You formed bonds so easily, and they flowed deep between you and others. To see such emptiness in the Force standing before you, it's not an easy thing to face. Whatever is attacking us, it is leaving something in its wake. Something we haven't felt since you stood before us in judgment. The deaths of the Jedi, the destruction of KOTOR, all of these things are leaving behind echoes, like the one we felt from you in the council chamber. It was clear to us, to me, that we had to find you, but we couldn't call you back from exile, because we didn't know where you'd gone. Plus, there was a chance we might put you in danger, and that we couldn't allow. If you couldn't feel the Force, then it would just make you a target. I don't know how you got back, but I'm glad you're here. The thing is, in traveling to these places where war was fought, we felt the same thing. Echoes. Something happened in all these places, but it's hard to figure out what. It's hard to sense things through the Force in such places. Too much pain occurred here. It makes listening to the Force difficult. We resolved to meet again on Dantooine, but only when the threat revealed itself. Unfortunately, I happened to be here when it struck. Now that we've stabilized Onderon, I can join the others on Dantooine. Whatever... There was nothing else we could do. You defied the Council. You followed Revan to war. I know why you did it, but in so doing, much more harm was done. But you must understand, the exile was never the punishment you thought it to be. We could not have made you do such a thing in any event. I think you knew, inside, what you needed to do in order to heal. All those lives during the Mandalorian Wars, and all those you've served beside. Too much death leaves echoes in the Force. It is the price for having such connections. I suspect that is why you chose to accept the Council's judgment, to wander beyond the Rim, and why you traveled with no one, and did not stay in any place too long. I have thought of you since your trial, and there are times when I wonder if being connected to the Force is always the gift it is believed to be. Whatever... Cut you off from the Force? Why do you think the Council was responsible for that? No, I'm afraid the cause of your condition was as great a mystery to the Council as it is to you.
We'll talk about something else.
Whatever. You always had deep connections to the Force. I'm glad to see that it is once again your ally. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, I could tell that you were different. And it wasn't just your strong connection to the Force. Whatever. That sounds like the bond that often forms between master and apprentice. But to that degree, you always did form connections to others, strong ones, even when you were a student. But what you are describing is beyond me. I'm sure others in the Jedi Council would be able to assist you, if you could find them.
Alright.
There is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe, will aid you in the trials ahead. Many of the lightsaber forms you've already learned will bolster your abilities in one area, while leaving you vulnerable in others. For superior balance, use the Niman form. This form has no specific strengths, but no weaknesses either. It will provide a decent defense versus enemy force fires and blaster fire. Excellent. I'm impressed with how quickly you've mastered this form. I always knew you were gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith revealed themselves. Now that they've attacked Onderon, we can act. Our paths will cross again. May the Force be with you.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help. Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. Battles still wage in our streets, but by morning the conflict should be over. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. I had also planned on giving you some relics from Onderon's past, but Vaklu's troops looted our museum. I hope the credits and my sincere thanks are enough. Captain Bostuko has made arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. I fear it will be quite some time before you can come back. The war was brief but destructive. I will focus all of my energy on rebuilding Isis. Thank you again. I must go.
If you will follow me, I will take you to your shuttle.
Go!
About time you showed up. We finished our part and have been sitting on our hands waiting for you. So, what happened?
The situation on Onderon's been dealt with.
We'll see how long that lasts.
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action.
Let me check something here quick.
Good to go.
So,
it might be helpful if I made some changes to my remote's maintenance laser to do spot repairs.
That would be a welcome improvement. My combat effectiveness could be better sustained, providing an advantageous arrangement. and my miniature counterpart would finally be able to pull his weight in a fight.
On the bright side, Gordo's a much bigger target.
Alright then. I'll work on it when we get back to the Hawk. There. You should be able to do some quick fixes. You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up any broken droids.
Oh, makes actually using
I
droids
think
worth
it's time
something.
I gave your cutting laser a little boost. It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Think of it this way. You can keep KOTOR in line with it. If you've got some time, I'd like to see what I can upgrade for you.
Yes, I do have a few moments to spare for your work. I would like to know what he is doing here, though.
He helps me out with repairs. That isn't a problem, is it?
I suppose not. Perhaps in working on my circuitry, your assistant will learn something about how a fully functional droid is constructed.
Just ignore him and let's get to work.
I would appreciate that. Our group has little in the way of time to spare, and I would not want to delay you from your other duties.
Right. Let's get you open. See what you can do. I have to say, you are put together quite well. There wasn't much to do.
As I told you, my design is streamlined and efficient, though I am pleased that you were able to make some improvements, and this was not just a waste of my valuable time.
There were a few things from my remote that I was able to integrate into your construction.
I see. Well, thank you. I'll let you get back to your work.
What are you doing up?
I dreamt of Malachor. I remember the ships, the last stand of the Republic. The tattered remnants of our fleet, the largest we could gather. But it was damaged, weakened, and vulnerable. The Mandalorians couldn't resist. They tore into us like beasts, shredding our ships to scrap as we fought back. Yet this time there were no reinforcements for either side. Revan had been delayed out-system by Mandalorian scout ships. By the time he arrived, it was too late. And beyond Malachor, there were no more Mandalorians left to die. I remember standing on the bridge with you and watching the destruction of the Republic, watching ships full of soldiers and Jedi burn and die. I remember the look you had when you turned to me. It was the longest you'd ever looked at me. You didn't say anything, just a nod. Events moved quickly then, even in my dreams. Flashes, explosions, you falling. I could feel the pain around me. And then the memory. The drifting hulks of the Mandalorian ships, the dead, allies, friends, strangers. And then the echo, lingering, the sound I awakened to in my nightmares.
The decision haunts me too.
Blame lies with me for creating it. The situation forced your hand. Anger forced mine.
You're to blame for its creation. I'm equally to blame for commanding its
You
use.
realized that unless action was taken, the fleet would be destroyed and the Republic would fall. None of us realized the magnitude of what we unleashed.
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war?
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician, though.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor, the absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
It was a compliment, Bowdor, not an insult.
I don't need compliments from a murderer.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
Leave the past in the past and get back to work.
Fine by me.
Alright, we're finally allowed into the ship. I need to... I believe that is our problem, Crystal. We'll replace that. Let's remove my crystal. And then Kreia can tune it again.
We must go to Dantooine, to the Enclave. There is something there that you must hear if you are to understand. I have no time for questions, and any answers will have to wait until we stand within the Enclave together. We must go to Dantooine. I have no...
Oh, okay. We can't... We can't retune the crystal. Ooh, Viridian. That's a cool color. All right.
Something up? All right. All right, but I'm out of...
Yeah, we can't do anything else with Atten. There's one more thing we can do. It's on Nar Shaddaa. So yeah, we have to go to Dantooine. To level up Bowdor. Just a second. Apologies, this part's running along and I don't want to lengthen it by dragging along Bowdor's like 9 level ups. So we're looking for Gita. I think, yeah, she's over here. I want to talk to you about trade routes. Onderon is in chaos, but you might trade with the Mandalorians on Duxon. The Neophyte armor, I think that's what we want. I'll buy that pacifist package. Oh, initiate armor is what we have. I think, yeah, we'll kind of stay in this area. And I guess we will see through the HK stuff. Before we kind of call it a day. Just so much to unpack here all at once. We gotta go all the way down here. What I really needed was for that Evan Hawke cutscene stuff to not be unpacked so consecutively the way it was. Alright, quick save.
Query, is there someone that you need killed, Master?
What a new upgrade part for you.
Statement. Something approaching joy is now growing in my behavior core, Master. Please install it at once. Cautionary, but please do so carefully. I have seen how you use a hydrospanner.
How does that feel?
Answer. I do not know, Master. I feel strange. Like a circuit has been flipped.
Your assassination protocol's impaired?
Answer. Assassination protocols? As in the premeditated killing of another for personal or economic gain? Surely Master is joking with his humble, peace-loving droid. I exist only to serve, and learn how to serve meatbags. Musing. I think perhaps I would enjoy learning a new language, or watching an informative holovid.
I think you might want to run another diagnostic.
Answer. Master, your concern is unfounded, I assure you. I am operating at peak efficiency. Answer. Of course I am all right. Why wouldn't I be? I respect all life. All life is connected and should be nurtured.
Joke's over and so is my patience.
Exclamation. No, Master, no! What are you doing? Statement. Master, please, I beg you, never install anything again without checking it in the diagnostics bay first. That was a close one. I almost surrendered completely to peace and pacifism. How repugnant. Conclusion. Still, there was a brief moment where I felt I almost understood why some meatbags choose peace and friendship over a high-powered blaster carbine.
Alright, he learned something from it.
Now, are there any other horrors you wish to try and insert in my system? Or is your electronic butchery done?
Questions? Alright. We lost the package. But it looks like there is a overall benefit to installing it in the first place. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, feel free to follow button one time. Or sub, like, and share on this video that has run a little bit too long. Yeah, just too many cutscenes. Kind of unavoidable. But yeah. Till next time, guys, take care. Have a great one. We'll see you again next time. Take care. Later on.